Look, I ain't here tonight to impress you, or to polish anything up for church folks who get uncomfortable when somebody speaks plain. I'm here to talk about truth, the kind God gives to broken men, not perfect ones. Because religion will tell you you gotta shine yourself up before God can use you. But Scripture tells a different story. It tells a story of a God who walks into the mud, the mess, the shame, the dark corners, and calls his men out of it. Proverbs says, "The righteous fall 7 times and rise again." Doesn't say the religious fall. Doesn't say the clean fall. Says the righteous fall. So if you've fallen, if you've stumbled, if you've dragged your own name through hell a time or two, good. You fit the requirement. Look at the men God picked. Moses, murderer. David, adulterer. Gideon, coward hiding in a wine press. Jonah ran away from his calling. Peter, hot-headed, impulsive, denied Jesus 3 times. Thomas, doubter. Paul, hunted Christians for sport. And God looked at every one of them and said, "Yeah, that one. I can use that one." See, God never once asked a man to be perfect. Not once. But he did ask him to be honest. Honest about his weakness. Honest about his scars. Honest about the road he crawled out of. And some of you've been told by religious people that your scars disqualify you. But your scars ain't your disqualification. They're your credentials. Scars mean you survived. Scars mean God carried you. Scars mean the devil swung and missed. And listen, Christianity is perfect. But religion is man-made. And man screws up everything he touches. He turns grace into rules, turns forgiveness into shame, turns calling into a checklist. But Jesus looked religious people in the eyes and called them whitewashed tombs. Pretty on the outside, dead on the inside. And I'll tell you right now, God never once said he wanted his people to be polished. He said he wanted them to be faithful, persistent, humbled, and willing to get back up when they fall. You think God can't use you because you cuss sometimes? Because you've been angry? Because you've been hurt? Because you've been to places folks don't talk about in Sunday school? God used a donkey to preach his word. A donkey. You think he can't use you? Your struggle doesn't scare God. Your past doesn't disqualify you. Your weakness doesn't push him away. It draws him in. Because he knows the darkness you walk through is the very darkness he's sending you back into. But this time, with a light in your hands. You don't belong to religion. You belong to Jesus. And Jesus specializes in men who know what hell feels like. because those are the men who can pull others out. So hear me tonight. If you've fallen 7 times, get up 8. If you've walked through darkness, walk back in with the gospel. If you've been broken, you're exactly the man God has been looking for. This world doesn't need another perfect preacher. It needs a man with scars who tells the truth, who refuses to pretend, and who knows the only reason he's still alive is because God wasn't done with him yet.